to the checkered flag. But as the cars at the back get in their grid slots, we will soon have the 5 red lights, and here they come on ahead of the drivers. And we are underway in Spain. Goes off very quickly and looks like Gregis has got a good start. But Geddes in the background is trying to get in the slipstream, and Gregis is trying to defend. He goes to the middle of the road. Will Charlie go down the inside? No, Gregis leads into turn 1, but it looks like the Alpine in the background goes very deep, and Maxwell's going to fight back at him.
Oh,
There's cars
Alpine
spinning in the background. There's looks like Molly's under pressure.
Neelix.
As there's incident in the back.
Neelix on the hards has spun it. He collided with Sprightly, so very.
As I think Jay Geddes has actually made his position up into second place ahead of Charlie. While all that was going on, Jay Geddes has found his way past.
Also there behind him now.
Looking very good. But yeah,
no one has DNF lap 1, so which is good to see.
Yeah. As there's a yellow flag.
As I say that,
attempt it just yet. Charlie almost loses it. Looks like Cameron is backwards. Yes, he is. Yep. As Phantom is the one who's lost out, and he's down in P12 at the moment. Baggy Fan all the way up into 10th place.
Geddes lost it for Charlie.
Oh no, Geddes has spun round, and Charlie is blocking the pit lane, and that is going to be music to Ferraris. As there's quite a lot going on down towards turn 1. They're almost 3 wide going into turn 1. Moley, Gareth, and McLaren of Steve-O.
Oh, as Jester's gone.
And Jester has spun as well.
No ring damage, but
Moley is getting
has to be careful for every single driver.
I don't even know what's going on at the moment.
Neither it's all hectic, but it's like it's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment.
Is that Baggy Fan? There he is. Is he P10? He must be higher than P10. I have no idea what's going on.
He's
Steve-O?
He's 7th. Baggy Fan is 7th.
Yes, Baggy Fan is in 7th. It's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. Yeah. Baggy Fan's going to go for the move on Steve-O. Oh, he backs out in the end. Steve-O breaks late, but I think Baggy Fan might get a better exit. No, it looks like he just has to stick behind, but he has to be careful to not hit the back of Steve-O here. Yellow flag. And that is Bunny, not Colden. Bunny in the gravel trap.
This is
lap.
A very hectic start to the race.
There's a lot going on at the moment.
Gregors has already built a 2.6 second lead.
Oh, there's a crash at the exit of turn 9. It's a virtual safety car. And lap 3.
I think, yeah, this will be
a breather. We'll get a breather.
Yeah, we need a breather.
There was a lot going on.
Baggy Fan's already up 10 positions, so is Scott. Gav is up 8 positions.
Yeah. Somehow Baggy from, what was it, P17? It was up to P10 on at the end of the first lap. As it's a drive-through penalty for 2 people. As Steve-O's gone wide on the virtual safety car restart, and Baggy's looking this way and that, but just can't get past. Oh, Baggy's going a little bit deep there, and he kicks up some gravel.
Shark is all over the back of Killer.
Yeah, it's all going on at the moment. I think I don't know if Scott Laney's definitely got a drive through to serve for speeding under VSC, and Colden I think got a penalty on the opening lap. So yeah, Charlie's got ahead of Scott Laney.
I think this might be a move here with Jack on the softs.
Goes out late, but as you say, it is a move. He's up in the second
I don't think Scott should worry about it too much. He's on the soft. He has to pit at least lap 7 or 8. So just use him as a DRS. Use him for the DRS. Use him to defend against other drivers. But the only drivers that can give more pressure on Scott is Maxwell at the moment.
Yellow flag. And that is a Mercedes and a McLaren off.
That's Scott
has gone off. And Sprightly's gone off in the final sector, so all of Scott's good work has come undone, and he is now back down to
And Skulker
P16.
struggling to keep with Jack here.
Yeah. Oh, that's Baggy off and into the wall.
Oh, he was doing so well.
Well, he's into the wall, but he doesn't have any visible front wing damage at the moment. Oh, and that's going to be quite tight for other cars coming past.
Oh, is it teammate?
Oh, my word.
Both Alfa Romeos almost ended both of their races.
That was got tagged, I think, and well, yeah, a Baggy fan, unfortunately.
As it's now a 3.5-second lead.
Oh, and Steve-O's under pressure. And looks like Phantom's going to try and get 2 for the price of 1 here. They could go 3 wide. Oh, and Moldy gets forced off a little bit as Phantom gets past. But Moldy keeps it in, keeps it pinned, and he is ahead. As Baggy Fan gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Phantom's going to go really wide there and get a big amount of understeer. Barlow, Cameron did retire, yes. Oh, he DNF'd on the exit of turn 9. Sem said might have rear wing damage. That is also true, because he didn't have any front wing damage, but he did give an almighty whack to the wall in one direction or another.
But now that this is the battle Skulker kind of doesn't need right now is Jack on the softs, because he's just losing him time to his teammate as Jack is in for his first stop. Should be for the mediums, or he's got to go hards.
We'll see. Should be the mediums. Maxwell stays out.
Should be a 2-stop, yeah. Starting the softs, it should be a 2-stop.
Yep, it is the mediums. As Charlie comes into the pit lane.
Must be trying to do an undercut on the leaders, as he's gone for the mediums as well, so he's definitely doing a 2-stop.
Yeah, he's obviously on the back foot now after the incident with Getter.
And all priority goes to his teammate because he's the leading Aston.
Yeah,
Ferraris are
Jack's
looking
on.
Strongest race.
Yeah, Gregor's got very good pace.
Yeah, Gregor's hasn't had pretty much. He's had a bit of bad luck for both of these races so far. This one looks like his luck is changing around.
Yeah, will it be 3 different winners in the first 3 races? Baggy Fan speeds into pit lane again. Oh, and that was almost a moment for Jack through turn 7 and 8 as he's trying to make his way through these cars after pitting. He's going to be stuck behind
Skulker is losing time to his teammate.
Oh, and that's Jack off into the gravel, and he's lost the car through turn 11 and 12, and he's now down into 13th place. Been overtaken from Bunny and Jester after that off, but Unreal Summon P9 under pressure from Colden. Then what can he do? This is the train at the moment. Colden having a look, but not yet making the overtake.
Yeah, Skulker seems just not be matching Gregor's pace. Did I say that?
Yeah,
yes, he is using. But yeah, Skulker using his overtake just to catch up. But Maxwell, also to note, is having a pretty clean race so far. We should see him in the pits soon enough. He is on the softs.
Yellow flag, and that
is unreal.
Baggy Fan.
Oh no, Baggy Fan. Never mind.
Not yep. Summon, and he is backwards.
But it be away.
And he's
trying out early retirement. Oh, is he That's an unsafe rejoin.
Yeah, gets away with it in the end, but has no front wing, and I think Sem might be right that he does have rear wing damage because he seems to be struggling at the moment. But that is no front wing on his car. And yeah,
This
let's
could
see.
be our
Maxwell
retirement.
carried on actually.
He might
The
just be
softs.
trying to do what
A one stopper. Just
yeah, soft
getting
mediums.
past Bunny.
It can happen. But is this retirement
Yes.
for Baggy Fan though? Or is he gonna keep going?
Lap down now. As Charlie says the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Jack's going to go down the inside of Bunny into turn 4. It's a good move as he's trying to recover after he's off. Lost him about 5, maybe 6 seconds or so. But yeah, he's trying to get back into the points.
As there is a lovely train here for the Battle of P9.
Yeah, for P9 at the moment, but what could it be further on down the road? Who knows? What will Maxwell do? As he goes again.
Well, let's
So he's
see,
definitely going to go for a one-stopper.
Yeah,
That's for
it
sure.
looks that way. I'm just seeing. Would you say it's an 18-second pit stop around here?
Yeah, I think about that.
So if Gregor's pits,
best
he's
part of
coming up
20
P6
seconds.
at the moment.
There's a move. Oh, there isn't a
That's-
move because Gareth has spun.
Oh, so
And I
Phantom has
think
spun.
Phantom might have
Yeah.
gone into him as well. So
Phantom's got the wing damage
Phantom's got
as
wing
he's lost
damage,
it
so-
again.
Oh, yes he has. Oh, it's the
Lucky for
Phantom
Phantom, he was
decides
looking
to
good as well.
blow up. Yellow flag sector 1, Phantom.
Oh yeah, they're all
Molly.
just all over the place. Oh, as
Yeah,
Gareth
no
has
idea.
lost it again.
Oh, I'm trying to find what's going on here. Everything's just... And I think there's something going on with Unreal Salmon as well, as him and Jester are side by side. This could... Oh, Unreal Salmon around the outside gets it done.
It's like the
Oh,
top
and I
3 are the
think-
same, or top 4. But then everywhere else is a bit
Gareth
muddled.
has stopped now.
Yeah, Gareth isn't P8 though, so...
Oh, yeah, I don't know what is going on. It's just... yeah, no idea what's
Safety
going on.
car.
It's a... Wow. Oh, Gareth's been disqualified. Interesting. It's a full course safety car now. Phantom gets a 5-second time penalty for gaining 2 places under safety car. Jay Geddes didn't make it. Steve-O's sped under safety car, so he's got a drive-through penalty.
Alright, well, let's try and figure out these time screens. So this is first, second.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure
Wait,
what's
we
going
missed.
on at the moment.
Who's that Phantom? Hang on.
I just realised this is
Oh, no,
a
it's Scott,
lovely
okay.
free pit stop for Maxwell. So going long has gone.
I don't
proved
know if
quite
you'll
well.
pit though.
He should pit. Well, oh, Jay Geddes has gone off the track.
How many?
Well,
how many?
you'll
How
pit
many
now.
laps can do? How many medium? How many laps can a medium do?
Yeah. Well, I think they can do quite a bit, but they'll be quite worn.
I thought they'd be expected to
Um,
pit like lap 14 on the softs to go onto the mediums.
I don't think the softs can go that long, to be honest. But he might go on the hards. Yeah, Bennett
Yeah, this
says
time-
that's gutting for Gareth. The game disqualified for no reason. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on
This
there.
this does help Charlie though to come back into this. To come back.
True. Yeah.
Because
Maxwell should pit, but what tyres is he going to go on to? As Moldy does pit as well.
I think he'd
Who
probably
else
go
has
on the
pit?
hards. Hards probably
Gregor's-
could make it, you know.
Gregor Skullkiller stays out. Hards will make it from here, surely. With a safety
Yeah,
car.
that's what I mean. Oh, but he's going on mediums though.
But Skullkiller chooses not to stack. As Maxwell goes on the mediums, interestingly.
Yeah, got Gregor's
So
on
he
hards.
thinks
So
it's-
Gregor's going for the hards.
Yeah, I think Skullkiller kind of got... Well, yeah, there wasn't much he could do, but he probably should have just gone with it.
Probably see him in this lap, but it's probably too late then.
It's too late now, I think, unfortunately. He probably should have just gone for the double stack and taken the pain. But yeah, trying to work out who's behind. So Scott Laney, probably hoping that Skullkiller did hit.
There's Phantom has spun again.
Oh, it's not going well for him at the moment.
It is not. As it has been a hectic race so far. These first 7 laps.
Yeah, it has been. But the guaranteed safety car has arrived. And Greg is in the net lead then. Now from Maxwell and Moley. And Charlie does have to stop again. But this is far from over. We're only 1/3 into this race. Elliot said he just got back. How is Skull doing? Well, currently... Oh, he's pitting.
Alright, he has
He's
to.
gonna-
He's the only guy that hasn't pitted yet.
He probably should have done the double stack because he'd have lost
But
less time.
The only
from
two people
doing
that haven't pit, but they're on the hard to Steve and Bunny. Both are controlling this race. On those
Steve
laps
has
so
a
far.
drive through though, unfortunately.
Bunny is still there, going strong.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Skull Killer then, all the way down in 11th place.
that is to note that Charlie has jumped him.
Yeah, Charlie will have
So
to make another stop though, because he's gone medium.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the position changes.
As Sam says, stop the
Currently,
count.
Steve-O
Steve-O
would
P1.
be... If you're just joining us, don't be alarmed too much. Steve-O is P1, but he does have a drive-through penalty. So he kind of has bottled that a little bit. In classic fashion, Steve-O, once he gets to a good... one of the podium places position, something just crops up. But he's had a good safety car is in this lap. And yeah, that's
That
free.
isn't going to help
Laney.
Phantom.
No, Scott Laney is on the lead lap. Oh, I
Scott
think Phantom
as
has just
Phantom
spun.
is just, he's on a big Baggy fan, but Baggy can't get past him. He has to wait. Baggy
Yeah.
is one lap down, so this is not
Colden,
going well for Baggy.
Colden has spun as well on the safety car restart. As we go back to the front.
As when does Steve-O go?
Sem says stop the count. I mean, well, yeah.
Try to, but it's not going to happen.
Steve-O's just gone, mate. Steve-O's just said thank you very much, and I'm going to go. So he's made a good restart. Shame he has that drive-through penalty because he's doing very well. Here comes Gregors then in the slipstream. 5
He has to
seconds
serve
for
that
Neelix.
next lap, I think.
Yeah,
or this
he has to
lap.
serve it in the next couple of laps. There's absolutely chaos in the background as Scott is quite far back, and I think there's been some sort of incident. As that's an Alpine absolutely diving down the inside, and Phantom has made contact, and
As
he's
Unreal Salmon is going on the outside of Skullkiller.
Skullkiller is really struggling at the
Well,
moment
sounds
to try and
good.
get through the pack. But yeah, there's a gap with Scott, and Phantom has retired from the session on track. Looks like he's crashed trying to get back onto the track. But yeah, it looks like there might be some damage for Skullkiller. We did have a contact with Neelix, as looks like Jack is going to get past him very comfortably, and does. So Skullkiller struggling at the moment, as everybody seems to be just getting past him just like that, and Skullkiller lets everybody go past, and it doesn't look very good at the moment. Steve-O in the lead of this race, but will have to come into the pit lane. Doesn't come in just yet. Doesn't want to get disqualified either. So we'll have to come in at the end of this lap. But here
As
comes
Gregors
Gregors then.
is going.
It looks like it's going to be a simple move. Is it Bunny
And he's
fights
still
back?
hanging around the outside.
And he stays ahead in P2. And here comes Maxwell around the outside. But he's going to get a lot of dirty air. And that's going to allow Moley and his teammates to have a go. And Moley's passed. Or is he? And Maxwell fights back round the outside as they come out of turn 4. Oh, they're almost 3 wide on the exit of turn 4. Charlie's going to have a go
Charlie's
then.
there as well.
On the mediums. The Aston Martins on the mediums getting more grip from their tyres, but Moley does stay ahead for now. But it's not over yet. The Skull Killer is in the pit lane.
No, Skull Killer is
struggling.
Skull Killer could be in risk here. Probably losing that championship lead if he doesn't get any points.
No, it doesn't look like it. As looks like he's gonna struggle to get points. At the moment, Steve-O needs to pit, or come into the pits anyway. He stays out, and I think he might be getting disqualified here.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It has to be this lap, I think.
Well, it has to be
That's
this
not
lap,
a drive-through.
he did
No, it is
get
a drive-through. Yeah,
it is a drive-through. So maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's got away with an extra lap in the end. But Greg is still on the back of Bunny and still can't make a move. Steven goes wide. But keeps it on the track. There's a yellow flag, and I think Moley's gone off. No, it's someone else.
Baggy.
It's Baggy
Baggy's gone
fan. Moley, he's close with Jester as Charlie got past him. And Jester's trying to have a go straight away after that. But Moley on the hard tyres loses out to Charlie, but that's not a surprise as the medium tyres.
Yeah, if Steve doesn't go in this time, he's definitely going to get disqualified.
Yeah, well, Steve-O's had his few laps in the lead in the sun. But I hope he knows he has a drive-through, otherwise it'd be heartbreak. Yellow flag, Baggy's off again. And he does, thankfully, come into the pit lane. So that means Bunny will take the lead, but not for long, as Gregors is going to have a go now.
But they both do get DRS, so
Both
this
DRS.
is a drag race.
Here we go then, down towards turn 1. Bunny defends the first time. Is he going to defend the second time? He is for now, and he still stays ahead.
Aston Martins both do the switch of Rooney. Maxwell let through Charlie.
Charlie is ahead, but does have to stop again in this race, as Maxwell will try and focus on conserving the tyres, as that is Baggy fan, I think, has retired.
Has retired in the pit lane, I think. That hit the pit lane wall.
Looks like he's hit the pit lane wall, and might have understeered. But Bunny's still in the lead of this race. Doesn't have DRS. Will not have DRS from Steve-O this time. So I think it'd be hard to defend, as I think Steve-O has spun after coming out of the pits after his drive-through, and looks like Gregors is getting very close to the back of Bunny, and it's very tightly packed in the final sector now. And it looks like they're all queuing up to get past Bunny, as Gregors already down the inside of the final corner. It is ahead as they go and start lap 17 of
And
this
here
race.
comes Charlie as well.
As you say, here comes Charlie, but I think Gregors will be fine because he has DRS.
Charlie is on the quicker tyre, but he does probably have to stop again, but it depends. Because that safety car could have benefited as mediums as well.
I think he's gone double medium, so may have to stop again. I think he does have to stop again. I'm pretty sure he went double medium, so yeah, he's only made one stop, and he started on the mediums. But Steve-O pits again, and he will go on the mediums to the end, but he's a long, long way back now after having to have a drive-through and a pit stop.
Yep,
but
as now
everyone's in DRS
Gregors
at the
does
moment.
not have the DRS. But it goes
Yeah, he goes
deep.
deep.
Does
Oh, and
Gregor's.
that's going to allow Charlie up the inside. No, Charlie backs out near the end. And this is going to
Gregor's
be close,
just
but I
go
think
for a bit wider line.
Charlie's going to have a go here and have a move. And Bunny might get out of the way of Maxwell as well. As here is Charlie. Bunny carries on for now, so he won't stop yet. Here comes Charlie.
A switch of the leader.
Gregors goes defensive. Charlie's going to have to go right round the outside, but Gregors defends as Moley gets past Maxwell down into turn 1.
Be interesting to know who has left the pit.
I think it's just Bunny. There's Geddes and Scott going out.
Yeah.
Scott has got past Jay Geddes. And he loses out position. Scott up into 7th place from the back of the grid. And here comes Unreal Salmon. He's going to have a go. No, he doesn't. And he stays behind for now. Oh, and he gets a better run
Charlie
through.
close. Nah, it's too far back. Gregor's a bit deep again. But it's not
Struggling
deep
to get
enough.
the car slowed down at the moment.
It seems like he's a bit slow in sector 3, but he gets a much better exit off the last corner to get that little bit more of an edge than Charlie. As you see here, he's just gone already.
Yeah, it looks like he's got another good exit. And Charlie's tyres are just getting a bit older now, so it'll be a bit closer in terms of pace-wise.
I don't see Charlie making up very good positions here. If he pits, he is going to be coming out P10.
Yeah, I think he does have to pit again. But his tyres won't make it to the end anyway. So we'll wait and see. There's
What Charlie needs right now is a
yellow
safety car.
flag. Steve-O, pre-yellow flag.
Slowly, yeah.
But what Bunny and Charlie really need, as you say, is a safety car
Yep.
to get them back in this race. But Greg is comfortably in the lead.
Oh, Bunny would massively benefit from a safety car just to hop on the mediums or softs.
Yeah,
Depends what lap it is.
Well, I think he's going all the way to the softs at the moment, but he's costing Moley and Co time. Yeah, Gregor's comfortably in the lead at the moment, as Moley should take 2nd place once Charlie and Bunny have made their final stop in this race. Steve-O was in the lead of this race, now he's a lap down. So it hasn't gone well at all as he comes out of the pits. Very close. And I think Bunny has gone off. Bunny has gone off, unfortunately. And he has spun. And
is that with contact or is that not contact?
I'm not sure.
No, that's just he's just spun it on himself, I think.
And unfortunately for Bunny, unless there is a safety
Oh
car.
yeah, Charlie is struggling now in the dirty air with his mediums.
In the DRS, Scott Laney has been
now
disqualified, and Jack has retired, and that is a safety car.
That
So
has benefited Charlie massively.
Charlie is back in this race, and he hasn't had much luck.
And
so
a new
far
fresh
this
set of
season.
mediums will get him to the end.
He can
on
only go on the softs or the
Ooh,
hards.
30
Gregors
laps of
will
softs.
pit. He's going to have to go for
Burgers
the softs.
will definitely go on the mediums, I think.
I think he's going to have to go and have a punt on the softs.
Yeah, Charlie will have to go on the softs probably, but Gregor's maybe go on the mediums.
Gregors should be able to pick the mediums.
Yeah, because he should have a fresh
Carries on.
set.
Jay Geddes carries on the hard compound tyres. Unreal Salmon carries on. Maxwell pitted, interestingly.
Yeah, on the mediums, to be competitive.
Yeah, he's soft, medium, medium. to be fair. So Jack crashed on the exit of turn 8. Or at turn 8, on the exit of turn 7 through turn 8.
Unlucky for him. But yeah,
Uh,
guy to look out for now is Charlie on the softs.
and Jester on the softs as well. But the only caveat to that, is the McLaren of, I think that's Steve-O, trying to unlap himself.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think he can, unfortunately, because the game doesn't allow that. So that will hamper Gregor's as well. But you would think,
well,
I know this
if
is
these
Division
two pit,
3,
if two
but you
guys
would
pit,
think,
then the safety car might let Steve through. But yeah, go ahead.
you would think that Gregor's is probably still favourite, even though Charlie's on the softs, just because softs will be soft will wear quite badly, and will be getting towards puncher range. But this is Division 3 and anything can happen because at the moment Jay Geddes has got track position on the hard compound tyres in the lead of this race.
That's Unreal Salmon is
Salmon
baiting.
But yeah, they might as well have a punt, have a go. See if we have a new winner in Division 3. Gregor's obviously has Jay Geddes. Hasn't even got a podium to his name. Unreal Salmon, I don't know on his podium win stats at all. He may have not been finished on the podium. Gregor's definitely hasn't won a race, and I don't think he hasn't finished on the podium yet in the first 2 races, I do believe. Skullkiller has just pitted for 12 lap old mediums. Interesting choice from Skullkiller. Don't think that's the wisest of choices. But yeah, the safety car, unfortunately, I think is going to come in on the end of this lap. So yeah, I think Skullkiller has made a little bit of an error there. We have 11 laps to go. Once we cross the line, Jay Geddes leads this race. If you're just joining, we're 2/3 of the way through. Once we cross the line, Jay Geddes will lead a safety car restart as the safety car is in this lap. And he leads from Unreal Salmon. They both stayed out on the hard compound tyres. We have a lap car of Steve-O in the way of the rest of the pack that pitted from Gregors, Charlie, Moley, Jester, Maxwell, Scott, Colden, Neelix, Sprightly, Bunny back in contention for some points in this race. It'd be anybody's guess who's going to come out on top at the end of 33 laps of this race, but Jay Geddes, the de facto safety car, looks like he's going to go already. Waits a little bit, but he is underway, but Unreal Salmon is wise to it. And he is going to be in the slipstream down towards turn 1. Is he going to go for a move? Looks like he's not gaining enough at the moment. And he stays behind now, as it looks like Moley and Charlie goes side by side. Moley's had a good run, and Charlie is round. And Steve-O's off. And unfortunately, Charlie will not be going for back-to-back wins unless there's an absolute miracle happening. As he tried to go side by side with Moley, and he just come off second best. Neelix and Colin going side by side, and Neelix gets ahead as everybody's trying to get past Stephen. Looks like they have now as yellow flag as Gregors gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Interestingly enough, as Jester gets his way past Moley. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, Gregors with a 5-second time penalty, so, well, I have no idea what happened there. But we'll have to wait and see. Jay Geddes still in the lead of this race. I'm not sure what's happened there, but he's got a 5-second time penalty to his name. On to lap 24 then. Here comes Gregors on the back of Unreal Salmon. They're going to go side by side down towards turn 1. And he brakes later and is ahead. And he is up into second place for now. And he is on his way to try and claim back first place. And, well, provisionally pull 5 seconds if that doesn't get removed. But he might be a little bit annoyed in the cockpit at the moment. Tim says those pens can't be removed either, so he is going to have to try and pull 5 seconds. Don't go for the move there, because that might be a little bit risky and a bit suicide. But it looks like he's got enough pace. And does he have enough pace though to pull 5 seconds from whoever is in P2? He's going to back out of this move as he stays ahead for now. Stays behind Jay Geddes. He doesn't want to get on that curb, but he's looking to go for that move. And I think he's going to get it very shortly indeed. He has the pace on Jay Geddes at the moment. As we go on to lap 25 in this race. DRS is enabled, but won't be in use just yet. Here comes Gregors in the slipstream. Jay Geddes knows if he can keep Gregors behind, he will, for longer, he will have a better chance of staying within 5 seconds. Charlie sets the fastest lap of the race. Here comes Gregors in. He's going to try and go down the inside turn 4. No, he backs out. Yellow flag in sector 1. And that is Sprightly who's gone round. And he is going to drop down to P13. And he's gone behind his teammate again. But his teammate is a lap down at the moment. But yeah, Jay Geddes still in the lead of this race. Here comes Gregors again in the DRS. Doesn't go for the move once again. And the longer he stays behind, the worse it's going to get, as Sprightly has crashed in sector 2. And is that going to bring out any sort of safety car? Doesn't look like it at the moment. On turn 7, on the inside of turn 8. Interestingly, it looks like he's just missed his braking point. Or he's just gone onto the grass on the entry, but here comes Gregors. Should be an easy move this time, and it is an easy move up into first place, back up into first place, but he does have a 5-second time penalty to his name. Jester right on the back of these two hard runners in second and third. Gregors trying to claim his first win, and it will be, unless it's a dramatic finish, 3 winners in the first 3 races. As it looks like Jester's going to try and go around the outside of turn 5. And maybe the inside there. Oh, it's going to be close side by side. A bit of contact. And nothing offering there for Jester at the moment. He's trying to make an avenue for himself. Go down the inside, goes for a dive down the inside, does Jester. And they're going to go side by side through the next left-hander. And Jester does make his way ahead up into P3 in this race. Salmon's going to try and fight back, but just can't get his nose alongside. And it is a lunge from Jester, but it is a good lunge in the end. And Gregors is already 2 seconds clear of Jester, and it is rising at the moment. Gregors sets the fastest lap of this race. And here comes Moldy behind Unreal Salmon. He's going to have a go. He's going to have a lunge. Has a nose down the inside. Going to go side by side with Unreal Salmon. But Unreal Salmon stays ahead for now. As Scott picks up a time penalty. Oh, Moldy having a little look. Oh, it's getting very close. He doesn't want to risk anything. And he stays behind for now. But it looks like Gregors is on his way to secure a victory here in Division 3 for the first time, and on the podium for the first time.
And also Jester can interrupt that as well.
Well, he can, but will the soft tyres last is the question.
All he has to do is get past Geddes, and then he's fine.
The yellow flag is
As
taken Steve-O has
gone.
retired. And he doesn't want a safety
Clowns
car
on.
now. And that is put
Ah,
pay to his race. Geddes does dive straight into the pits. Everyone's diving into the pits. Well, not everyone,
yep.
but Unreal Salmon stays out. And Moley will be on the mediums. Oh, this is going to be heartbreak for Gregors. He was
This is
pulling
probably.
away. He was pulling away, but it wasn't going to be enough. Watch out for these guys on the soft tyres. I'm surprised Skullkiller didn't pick because he's currently on 18-lap old mediums and is going to get absolutely
Well, this isn't going to
rinsed
help
here.
Gregors now, though.
No.
Because you have to go to
Um,
5 seconds gap all over again.
I say he can pit, but he's going to have to serve his 5 seconds in the pits if he does that.
Yeah, and that's going to cost him.
And
It's going to
he's got
cost him
ahead
more
of
than just.
he's got ahead of the
Mm,
safety car, which is important. So he's not going to lose a heap of time, but he's going to lose the win unless there's an almighty crash behind him. Only 12 cars still in this race. So it looks like 2 people are going to miss out on points. But what will Gregors do?
surely he shouldn't pit. Yeah.
He's going to stay out. Unreal Salmon does stay out. Skull Killer does pit this time. He does pit in the end. Yeah, this is going to be an
That's
interesting
crucial for the
finish.
points.
Sem says get us thrown away a win by pitting. Well, it's a yes and a no, really, because he's
Yeah.
on the hard tyres. Go big or go home, maybe? I don't know. It's a brave call to go on the softs at
Well, I
this
think,
late stage.
you know, this current
We'll see.
stage,
Well, yeah.
Maxwell is on potential for a podium. He's in P3 if Gregors can't pull a 5 second gap.
I'm just going to put this out there. Sem before this race said Neelix was going to say Neelix for the win. He is currently in 6th place and a net
And he doesn't have a penalty.
P4. Doesn't have a
Yeah.
penalty. Neelix still I mean, everybody apart from, you'd say, Gregors and Scott have a chance of winning this
Yeah.
race. Even Colden in P12 has a chance of winning this race.
Yeah.
Very slim.
I think one
Further
person
back
doesn't
you
have a
get.
chance though is Unreal Salmon. Just because he's on the hards,
All safeguard in this
they
lap.
will definitely be the slowest tyre out there for now.
But yeah, Gregors is going to get us underway, but he's going to somehow have to pull a 5-second gap to whoever is in 2nd place. You're able to pull from. It looks like he's going to go. He's gone. And Unreal Salmon has followed in the slipstream, so we're underway. And I think I've just jinxed Neelix completely. So he's dropped all the way to the back. So I will.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah,
As Scott's going
commentator's
around the
curse
outside of
in
Maxwell.
full effect in the background, and Maxwell stays ahead, but yeah, Bunny has missed out on the restart and has dropped a long way back, about 2 seconds, and Geddes needs to try to make these moves early on, make the impact early on if he's going to get on the podium even at least, but at the moment. And Gregors is round. Gregors has lost it, and he will not get any points in this race. And from the lead of this race, that is exactly what he did not. You are right. And Unreal Salmon is currently definitely in the lead at the moment. And did Jay Geddes throw away a win? We will have to wait and see. As Unreal Salmon stayed out, and he is currently in the lead of this race. SF1 Moley, and we'll try and go for the first time, get a win in Division 3. And the trusty old Maxwell in third place. Looks to be set for another podium at the moment. Here comes Moley then, in the slipstream, down towards turn 1. Scott behind Maxwell, but does have a time penalty to his name. Unreal Salmon stays ahead.
Scott tried down the inside of time on Maxwell. Maxwell is defending for his dear life.
And I think that's Jester gone round.
Yeah,
He's gone round as well, and it's all kicking off at the moment.
and Scott almost went off as well.
Here comes Moley. Moley down the inside of turn 4, and he does take the lead of this race. Will Unreal Salmon fight back? No, he doesn't go down the inside. Back down the inside of turn 5, and Moley is back ahead. But this race is far from over. Moley has the high ground now, has the advantage, but he just needs to keep it all pointing in one direction.
Can Maxwell get a P2 here? I think Salmon's tyres are starting to fall off.
They are some 20 lap old hard compound tyres. The soft tyre runners haven't yet to make an impact just yet. As Jagos is struggling at the moment, but maybe it was a potential podium for him, but it is not over just yet. Here comes Moley then round the final corner to start the penultimate lap. DRS is enabled but won't be available just yet. And he goes down to turn 1. And Unreal Salmon's going to try and stick in the DRS, but it's going to be quite hard to do that.
Yeah, I think as soon as Maxwell is going to have to try and put some pressure on.
He's going to have to try, and if he's going to get anything more out of this race.
But Scott is behind him with the penalty.
He is. And also Bunny, out of nowhere, he was backwards at one point. He's up in P5, a net P4. Moley is pushing all he can to get clear of Unreal Salmon, but he's doing really well. Is Unreal Salmon at the moment. Maxwell has to stay behind. At the moment, here comes Skull Killer down the inside of Jay Geddes. They're going to go side by side. And as they go through the next left-hander, Skull Killer is up into P6. And here comes Charlie having a nose down the inside. No, he has to stay behind. Looks like Unreal Salmon might have just missed the detection point. Going to be touch and go. But as we go on to the final lap, Moley is over
he does not have it now.
Clear.
Salmon is
vulnerable. He does not have DRS. So Maxwell, this is Maxwell's chance.
But Maxwell has no ERS.
He has no ERS. He's going to go for a move. No, he doesn't.
It has to be this lap. Has to be.
He has to stay behind. Moley knows that he has got the advantage.
Oh,
it's going to be
much
close.
better run as Maxwell.
Unreal Salmon is
definitely struggling. Yep, definitely struggling. It's down the inside.
Oh, there's contact.
Scott has gone round.
Scott, and he's off. And he's gone off.
That was unfortunate. That won't be. That's just a racing incident in my eyes.
Looked like he just got just a little bit greedy, trying to push a little bit too much.
I think he had the oversteer.
Oh, and that's Skull Killer off.
The Ferraris are both having a
mess. It's all going
both Ferraris
wrong.
are having a mess.
It's all going wrong at the moment for absolutely everyone. And Skull Killers have to limp towards the line. We're in the final sector. Moley has been
Can Unreal Salmon
in this race
keep hold of this podium?
A few corners to go for Moley.
He has it.
At the end of 33 laps, we're going to have 3 podiums in a row, 3 different winners. Moley wins the Spanish Grand Prix here in Division 3 from Maxwell in second. Unreal Salmon holds on the hard compound tyres in third place. Then comes Bunny in fourth. Jay Geddes comes home in 5th place. Charlie in 6th. Then comes Colden in 7th. Neelix ends off in 8th. Skull Killer up to 9th. And Scott rounds out the points in 10th. Then it'll be Gregors and Jester to finish off. Gregors led for so long, but spun in the end. And that was a great finish. But Moley holds on, and he has his 3rd podium in a row. I said to him last week, you got third in the first race, second in the second race. Is it going to be first? He didn't think so. But you know what? He's gone and won the race. I think Jester just nicks the fastest lap as well in the end.
Sadly, didn't see him in the top 10, but you can still have that as Bunny is out here. But it's not in the game.
Well, yeah, only in the game, but in the chat, could you please give us your driver of the day votes? Who do you think deserves driver of the day? There are a lot of candidates for driver of the day, I think. But yeah, please get your votes in for driver of the day.
You got Salmon having a mega drive, also Bunny. Maxwell getting, I think, his first podium. I think. Or did he get one? I don't know.
Maxwell has been on the podium for. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last season he got 5 podiums in a row, so
decent. Well, it's first podium this season then.
First podium this season, and it's the 3rd podium in a row for Moley, and he's completed the set now, and he's won the race. Unreal Salmon on the podium, first time this season for Alfa Romeo. On the one stopper, Bunny finishing 4th in the end. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot going on in this race. B says Steve, driver of the day. We've got Moley. Looks like a couple of votes for Moley, driver of the day at the moment. If you've got any more votes, please feel free to put them in the chat. Who do you think? Who is your driver of the day? Legend.
Very interesting one. I'll probably say Bunny, just because he did spin, managed to claw it back.
Yeah, I think Unreal Salmon's a candidate as well. Could you please invite, if you haven't already, Moley, Maxwell, and Salmon to the party? And who are we waiting for? Unreal Salmon to join. But this is your results. Moley wins from Maxwell, Salmon, Bunny, Geddes, Charlie, Colden, Neelix, Skullkiller. Scott rounds out the points. Gregors and Jester end up outside the points, and the non-finishers were Stevo, Sprightly, Jack, Baggy Fan, Phantom, Gareth, Cameron, and Scott Laney. So then, Legend, if you want to do 3rd place, and I'll do 2nd and 1st again. Make sure you've all ticked your box in the party chat, and then I'll let you get underway.
Yep, like you said, we're going to P3, which is Unreal Salmon. You started P14. I think you were one of the spinners, but managed to claw back from the safety cars. Bit strange not seeing you pit off those hards, but let's have your perspective from quality in the race.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's quite a lucky result in the end. So quali, obviously, through to Q2, and I was feeling pretty good, but then I lost it on the uphill, like left-hander. Just put the power down too hard on the mediums. So then, yeah, I was out and started 14th. Good start, but then I spun it first corner. But then, yeah, managed to claw it back up a bit. Pitted under the first safety car for hards, and then just wanted the track position, honestly. That's why I didn't pit again, because I just thought, well, just see what I can do. And thankfully, luck was on my side a bit with the safety cars, meaning I could keep my tyre wear down, and so yeah. But Jay Geddes was very unlucky with his decision because he drove brilliantly today, I think.
Alright, thanks for that, and congrats on your podium.
Thank you.
So, a familiar face in second place is my good friend Maxi. Yeah, I mean, I don't have many words to describe that race. I'm sure there is a whole dictionary to describe that race, but I think you did what you did best and just stayed out of trouble and you ended up in second place. How was that for you?
Basically just done what I done last week, except learn from the mistakes of last week. Basically, I always feel, obviously I was one of the two people that went in the softs instead of the mediums. I just wanted to kind of get in a gap, so I'm not really near anybody. So if everybody else gets caught up in trouble, it gives me that kind of opportunity to just slot in the gaps and focus on one race. Because the setup I had as well was not designed for that start finish line, so I was never going to be passing cars. But the traction that I was getting given out of, especially in sector 2, there were so many times I was just eyeing up opportunities to try and dive it. But having learned for last week, it was a case of not just be patient. But obviously fortunate again with the safety cars, but I'll certainly take it. Obviously, look at the end, I think Salmon's tyres were just dying off a little bit, and I just did a really good launch coming out of turn 2 and got the position and got the podium. And I must say, it feels mighty damn sweet to be on the podium with one of my mates, man. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, well done on getting another first podium of the season and carrying Charlie this race. So
And remember as well,
That's,
next it's Monaco, Canada, France, and etc. up next. Could we go a wee streak again, possibly? Who
yeah,
knows?
can we go on board the Maxi train again in Monaco? We might see another one of those, hopefully.
Fingers crossed,
yeah.
man.
We'll see. We have to wait and see. Just got to keep your nose clean. But well done on the P2, and hopefully we'll see you on the podium a few more times.
Thanks, bro.
So, I mean, I hate to say I told you so last week, but I'm going to say I told you so. You finished third in Bahrain. You finished second in China, and I said, "Are you going to get first in Spain?" You said no. I hate to say it, but you just gone and won the race. So, how does that feel?
You did tell me so. I mean, I can't quite believe I won this one. I was expecting 6th, 7th, or 8th. I mean, it's commiserations for Geds, Gregors, Skull Killer, and Charlie for contact and spinning. Yeah, it's just weird winning this one. Just kept the nose clean for the vast majority, got past a few when I needed, and has just lucked out really with people spinning and finding the wall. I've got to give a quick shout out to the pit wall there with a good call on how to take over Salmon for the lead. They noticed something watching your stream and it worked a treat in the end. As Maxie said, it's fantastic to be on the podium with him. I mean, just, yeah, glad to see him up here. Time to tell if I obviously hold on to this win.
Yeah. Well, let's hope you get a full-time seat soon, because I think you'll be in the. Well, you might be. Not that you expected it, but 3 podiums, first, second, first. You can't go any higher than first, so.
The luck will end soon. It will run out.
Cancel
at
the
some point.
championship now, I'd say, and just let you win the championship at this point, because you're just going to be first every race. So, yeah. Well, we'll be Monaco next, so anything can happen there. But yeah, well done on your first win.
Thank you.
It's been very good. But that will be that. Looks like we're stuck in the lobby staring at the results. So Molly is forever the winner. And that is it. But we have one more race to go here in Spain, and that will be the McEwen division, where we have Crispy, who does lead the championship after a first and a second in the first 2 races. Mitzi winner last time out But yeah, I'm sure there'll be more people waiting in the wings to try and win. And maybe it'll be 3 winners in the first 3 races, also in the McEwen division. But that is all from us. It's been an entertaining race from start to finish in Division 3. Another classic. And Moldy is on top at the end of 33 laps. But that is all from us. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.